This Martell, you know what I'm saying? Episode 32 we got done. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
A lot of cognac.
A lot of cognac.
A lot of gold shit.
I feel it in my chest. It's all right here. You know what I'm saying? It's right here. Put it in your chest. Real deal with Akil.
Sweetness.
Alright, y'all can.
Yo, where you at? It's your man Tay Mitch checking in ESPN Studios, and I'm sitting here with the real deal with Akil. You know what I'm talking about?
So before I start this podcast, even though it started right now, technically, congratulations to the men's Section 7 basketball team for making the tournament once again. And I have like a quick, let me give my quick analysis real fast. So we are at ESPN. So we got a playing game tomorrow against North Carolina Central. So basically this is we know it's the first four games. It's the first four. But this is like the battle of the HBCUs. The winner of this, you can say that's the best HBCU team. I think we should win. I believe that. So I'm not talking about Central. I'm talking about the game after Central, which is a number one seed Xavier team. Because it has never happened that a one seed has went down to a 16 seed. And if I'm a betting man and I have money to blow, if I just want to put down, hey, a quick $1,000 on TSU being Xavier, damn it, I would do it. If any of y'all's betting right now for the tournament, I advise y'all to look at TSU. Because they're going to get past North Carolina Central. I'm not worried about them. They're going to be my double digits. Xavier is not North Carolina, who they played last year in the first seed. Xavier is a good team. I'm not taking no credit away from them. But this is not a intimidating one seed. They don't have to go into this game being scared, being afraid, because guess what? These first two games, we're going to have the best player on the court with Trey Jefferson, who is a top 10 point guard in the country. So I just want to get that out the way. This isn't about TSU. Good luck for them tomorrow and the rest of the way. But this is about the man Tay Mitch, the mystery man, the guy that I've been told that is the most slept on in the city of Houston.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to give this quick story because I showed you my laptop and you said, what's this? The Henkin pilot story. So I was at the event with the Ciroc event. It was with Jamie Line and them.
Jamie Line and Mikos.
Yeah. So I was there. And I was with one of my homies. He had like a little section or whatever. And we were talking about the show and how it progressed and everything. We were just talking about life. And he said, man, you should get him on the show right here. I looked, I said, who is that? He said, man, that's Tay Mitch. You got to get him on, bro. Like, you got to actually get him on the show and talk to him. I said, I'm not going to talk to him here because this isn't the perfect setting to talk to somebody at a club. Because I'm not going to go to him like, hey, bro, you're Tay Mitch?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We talking all loud and shit, like in the club, live music, everybody trying to mingle and drink. I'm not going to be like, hey, I got a podcast at ESPN 975. I was trying to see if you want to come. You be like, huh? What you say? I ain't want to do that. But it sucks that later on, because before that, I ran into Mikos. That was my first time meeting him. And I actually brought it up. So then when I was about to leave and just go home, he came up to me and say, hey, so what you were talking about? So I had to explain the thing I didn't want to do to you. I had to explain to him.
I beg to differ. Sometimes those situations don't occur again. You know what I'm saying? So you got to actually take the opportunity. Like, I'd appreciated it if you'd have came up. I'd have gave you the time. You know what I'm saying? I'd have chopped it up. But because I've been in that situation where, like, yo, I need to get to this guy. And, like, I may not see this guy again. So,
just, good thing is that you're here now.
Yeah, man. And like I say, the way I got here was, you know what I'm saying? It was dope how I got here. Like, the messenger that linked us together and put us together. So, just first and foremost, I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, for sure. I think you deserve it because I think when I seen your social media and I looked, I said, wow, like it blew my mind because I'm looking like, damn, my shit is not creative at all. I just post pictures and videos on my show and just get on with life.
Yeah.
I can't get on my IG story and just, I'm not that creative. I don't have that skill.
I think you have it. You just ain't tapped into it yet. Everybody has a creative sense. It's just the way of how you tap into it. We live in a year in a millennial where, people absorb energy different. So, if I get speak it, if I get show it, if I get illustrate it, I think people could get my message a lot smoother and a lot quicker. Yeah. So that's where all that comes from on my end.
Yeah, and your position as a lifestyle manager for Martell, which is a cognac company.
Right.
How I know you get this question 1 billion times. How did you land the lifestyle manager job position? Number 2, why Martell?
Man, the opportunity came very unique. I remember it was matter of fact, it was a homie of mine, Warren Luckett. Around this time last year, matter of fact, because it's getting ready to come up again. Houston Black Restaurant Week. Yeah. He had an event that he was doing, and I was going to support, man, and just so happened Martell was the sponsor for the event. Yeah. So I'm actually walking through the event. I'm going to get a drink, and a lady approaches me. She's like, "Yo, you Tay Mitch?" I'm like, at that point, I'm like, "Yo, yeah." And she's like, "No, I know who you are." Right. She's like, I've been following you. I've been looking at your socials. I've been seeing, what you do within the city and just your promotions and, like you say, there's like the creative things that you do. And she just went on to explain, like, yo, there's a position that's coming up, for Martell. She's like, "Do you know what Martell is?" I don't know if you've been in a situation where like somebody asks you something you really don't know, but you kind of gotta like shoot it with them a little bit. Yeah. So I'm like, Martell. I'm like, yo, I've heard of that. Yeah. She's like, yeah, it's a cognac company. I'm like, yeah. I've heard of that. She's like,
deep down you was like, I don't know who Martell is.
Yeah, deep down I'm like, man, I haven't seen Martell. And I didn't know the history of it at the time. Yeah. But she was like, yo, let me get your information, and allow me to, give you more information about it. So. A week later, I ended up getting a phone call from her, and she was like, "Yo, I'm about to email you something over. I want you to apply for this position. I think you'll be a perfect fit for it." And at the time, man, I'm a cognac drinker, so I had my choices of cognac. But man, it went from that conversation, it went from that email. The following week, I get an email from the Fader, which is an online publication, huge prestige. Publication. I get a phone call and an email from some ladies at the Fader, and they were like, "Hey, you were highly recommended to be a part of this all new campaign and Martell program that we're putting together nationwide, right? Really globally." And man, it just one thing led to another. Went through about 4 or 5 interview processes, and here I am. I'm the Martell, one of the Martell global ambassadors. And it is it's a blessing to be able to represent a company like this. It is when I think Martell, I think 2 words. I think legacy, and I just think just legendary. Like it's just it's that legacy and luxury. To be honest, it's a luxury company.
Because isn't that the point of being a lifestyle manager? Because I didn't know what Martell was until when I started seeing your page and you started promoting it. Because isn't that the point of the position, is to get people to recognize what this is?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like, and it's kind of like when I got the position, it put me in a situation where I was able to be like, yo, what you've been doing over the past, like what you've believed in, you're now in a position where, I've always wanted to get paid off my decisions, in my opinion. So if I'm able to shift culture, and to like bring awareness to like, yo, this is the all new thing. Like, this is the cognac of choice. Like, this is the, best cognac in the land. Like, and what happens is majority of people, like, they'll try it. Like, yo, this is good. Like, I didn't know about it, but now that I tried it, like, yo, this is not my choice. So, when it's just like anybody who has a company. Like, you're looking to spend your marketing dollars. You want to get somebody who could get this product into the eye of the beholder or to the eye of the consumer. So that's definitely, that's the position that they put me in.
Because I'm not gonna lie at this moment right now, Tay, I know you with cognac. But I've been more whiskey, Crown, Canadian Club, R&R. But I can't lie, cognac for me, Hennessy cool. That's the generic, that's the generic one. I tried a Remy, I couldn't do Remy.
So look, this is what
Hennessy is cool.
I always keep a bottle with me. Yeah. Just for if I run into a guest or if I run into a consumer that needs it. I definitely brought it.
I knew it. I knew it. He had to bring it, baby.
Let's definitely do that.
He had to bring it.
Let's see. So I like to, for first time people who've never tried it.
Never tried it a day in my life.
First time people who've never tried it, I always like to say, yo, let's try it over the rock. Try it over the rocks. Yeah. So you can actually taste and you can actually feel the difference.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, my man.
All right.
So the first thing I like for you to do is actually smell it. Smell the actual cognac. You're able to actually smell like the ambers. You're able to smell like the fruits. Okay. You know, you should be able to smell like some almonds. You should be able to smell the barrels. Yes. Like all of this is in this rich cognac. So what you're drinking now is the VS single distillery.
Okay.
This here takes 2 years to actually make, and it comes straight from Cognac, France. So we'd like to do a swift toast to you, my brother. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's pretty it's smooth as hell. It's smooth as hell. No lie, like I said, Remy wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hennessy, I need to drink that with some Coke because I don't need the Henny in my system like that. This right here, I could fill it up right here and drink it at the house and chill, relax.
I like that, man. I'm gonna hold you to that. So I'm looking forward to seeing your bottle. You send me your bottle.
If I go to Total Wine, how what will be the retail price for this?
Man, retail for a bottle like that, you looking about $34, $35.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, man.
I might tell you when I'm done, I might tell you to pour me up another cup.
I got you.
No, for sure. But nah, we gonna get to staying with the Martell and staying with what you do. So how does it work when you try to get the bottles at these certain places like Prospect or different clubs and all of that?
Man, so my role is to make sure Martell is on the shelf, make sure the consumer has the option to be able to get the product. So it's one of those things where I come into an account, you know, if it's either I'm meeting with like a bar manager, I'm meeting with an actual owner, or sometimes I'm just meeting with just staff, whoever's available. And I come in with a strategic plan to be able to bring cases in. You know, I'm trying to drive volume. You know, the biggest thing, my main purpose here is all about numbers. So if I could draw the numbers, if I could pull more numbers, I have a job. You know, just point blank, period. So, like I said, but there's there's different unique ways. Sometimes I may come into an event, I may come into an establishment, and I may throw an actual event. I come from a promotional background, so I do have the knowledge of being able to get something going or build some anticipation. So I like to do things like that. I'm a very documentational person. I like to bring my media team in. We document it. We make it look good.
Right.
I believe if it looks good, anybody will try it.
Yeah, because the Instagram is fucking good. Like that shit looks like live as hell.
I appreciate it.
I know it takes a lot of it's probably on the fly, but from the outside looking in, like it's a lot of preparation for the shit. Like, hey, we're gonna do it like this. This don't look right. We gonna try it this way.
I mean, this ain't this ain't overnight. We've been doing this. I've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
Me and my business partner Mikos Adams, we actually own a digital marketing company. This is something that we've invested our time, not only time but financial value in as well.
And y'all just started that too, right?
Nah, we've been established a little over 2 years now.
Okay.
We've had clientele from your dentists, your lawyers, your event venues. Real estate. Like we've like broadened our our clientele just to see like, what's our niche?
Yeah.
I think we're at a point now we understand that entertainment is our niche. Being able to entertainment and branding. Something, and it's really like your lifestyle. If you're able to brand your lifestyle, it becomes second nature. It's not like you're forcing something down somebody's throat.
So back with the position, is there like certain goals you have to reach within a certain amount of time? Because I know you say you document your stuff, and I know you have to get a number of bottles on the shelves, have the clubs at least sell it. You know, buy a drink at the bar or something. What are the goals for your job position?
So like I said, it's a very unique role. It's something that it was created. It's created by a few guys up in the company. It's very. I mean, it's tough for me to illustrate. Of course, I have like KPI goals, which is how they score analytics via socials. I mean, you put me on. I don't know what. No. You keep it. I like it all the way real. I don't know what KPIs mean, but I know that's what I get scored on, and I know it's the analytics that goes towards social. So and that goes towards like likes, views, comments, shares. They score it off hashtags.
So it's strictly social media.
Strictly social media, but you also, like I said, I'm responsible for a certain amount of accounts within this Houston region.
I want to know that with the lifestyle manager. I seen, like I said, you and Mika like the only ones I know that are like lifestyle managing people in Houston.
Yeah,
that
man.
I don't. It's probably more.
And even with that, man, just to backtrack on that, like that's very unique. I've never seen it before. I know, and people tell us all the time, like, yo, I've never seen that, where you had two business partners, two best friends, who take on two very unique roles that are very similar. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, like, you know, Mikos is representing Ciroc, you know, where it's like your light liquor. Then you got me representing Martell, which is like your cognac, your dark liquor. So you got like this light skin, dark skin shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We get that all the time.
That's what it low key look like that. Yeah. Like, you know, you got the Ciroc. You know, it's like I feel like it's kind of fucked up, but I don't care. Yeah. It's like the light skinned guy got to control like the Ciroc and, you know, like the small, you know what I'm saying, the bougie type of, you know, alcohol Ciroc. But then the Martell, that cognac.
Yeah, the Martell
put that hair on your chest.
Yeah, but
it put that hair on your chest. That's what it do.
It puts that hair on your chest, but it's smooth. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
It was easy for me to adapt to it because I didn't have to change too much in my lifestyle. Like
he gonna reach. I feel like the Ciroc is gonna reach more of the women and men. Mm-hmm. It's gonna reach the women more than the men because, you know, women like the light, the Ciroc. Mm-hmm. The girls try to say like Hennessy.
Yeah.
Man, you'll be surprised. They're gonna be slumped 2 a.m. down the street, man.
You'll be surprised though. Like women, like ladies love Martell. You know, and I don't just say that as a hashtag. Like ladies actually love Martell. They drink it. You know, and
you just made one.
Yeah, man. There's just different ways to enjoy a cognac. You know, you get like your cocktails. You get like different ways to pair it with food. And
so how you drink it? How you drink your Martell?
Me personally, I like mine either neat or on the rocks. You know, I like to taste my cognac. That's no ice.
Okay.
So neat is
no
just
ice.
Yeah, just no ice. And then you have on the rocks.
So I go to the bar one day and be like, I want my Martell neat.
They go look at you like, oh, he knows a little something.
Okay.
Like he must met somebody. He knows some people.
I go to the bar, I'll be like, give me chronic coke.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
That's all right, so let's talk about that. And that's another reason why, like I say, why I'm working with the company and why my role is unique. I'm here to influence and shift culture to where people aren't just going to the bar asking for chronic coke. People aren't just going to the bar asking for Martell and Sprite. There's different ways that you can actually enjoy your cognac. So, and that's I got a slew of events that I'm getting ready to pour out the end of this month, and then going into the summer, going into the spring.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that.
Yeah, for sure. We can get that later on. But so if I go to the bar, Martell, you say you drink yours neat. Mm-hmm. I drink mine so on the rocks.
I would recommend you go next time you go to the bar. Ask for a mule that's made with Martell.
Okay.
They go put it in.
So they're different flavors. A Martell is just like one.
So you have your VSSD, which is your VS single distillery. Mm-hmm. You have your Blue Swift. Blue Swift is the only cognac of its kind. It's a cognac that's created and distilled in your cognac barrels, but then it's finished off in a bourbon cask. So it has a bourbon finish on it. So it has a nice bold taste, but you still get those aromas of fruit, almonds, and just pure greatness all in one bottle.
I am drinking this like it's water right now. Like I promise to God, like I promise you right now, right now, when I drink the only alcohol I could drink straight up, you got Crown. I could drink Crown Vanilla, Ciroc French Vanilla, and I think that's about it. This is like if I could drink it straight up, I could rock with it all the way. I'll buy like multiples of it.
It's the go-to, man.
That's freaking good.
It's the go-to. It's greatness in a cup or in a bottle, however you enjoy it.
I'm about to try this little Martell for real. Yeah. But nah, it's Jay Prince's birthday weekend. How did that event go?
It was immaculate. If I could sum it up in one word, Jay Prince's birthday. I actually was able to get involved, man. It was an absolute pleasure to be able to put the Martell touch. Matter of fact, kick off the weekend. Yeah. So myself, I came in with the Martell, sponsored the dinner, the family dinner. Mm-hmm. You know, and I had a few colleagues that actually, you know, was the event coordinators who put on the event. I'm pretty sure you know Jay Milan.
Yeah, she was my first episode.
Yeah, man, Jay Milan, culture queen. She, you know, she say
that's the homie.
She is who she say she is.
Yeah.
And then you have Warren Lockett. Did an amazing job. We were able to come together the Friday night and curate something that, in my personal opinion, the city needs more of. You know, the city needs more of these events to where it's not something that you just see on Instagram that's going on in LA. It's not something that you just see, you know, on a reality show that's going on in New York. Like, we can actually curate these events. We have those curators here in Houston. Yeah. But, man, the guest list went from OT Genesis, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Jazz Prince, Jay Prince Sr.,
Big dog.
Yeah, man, big dog. It was definitely a mob ties event, you know, and it was dope, bro. Like, I know I had my media team, Troya. If you don't know who Troya is, you definitely need to be following her. But she did a amazing recap, you know, and I look forward to putting that out soon.
Okay.
I actually dropped a teaser of it today. But the video, man, it captures everything that went on that night, and it was Martell everywhere.
So you went did you go to all the events that weekend, or was it just the kickoff?
So I did of course I did the dinner. That Saturday we hosted him at Rose Gold, which is myself, Mikos, and two of our other colleagues. We lead the promotions at Rose Gold Saturdays, but we had who was that? Lil Kim, London on the Track, and Shy Glizzy that Saturday. So I did that Saturday, and then Mikos took the lead on the brunch that Sunday. I didn't partake in anything Sunday. I had some personal things I had to get.
For sure.
I had to get done and get taken care of.
Yeah. So that sounded dope. I seen the Instagram. I seen people there on their story. The block party. They was at the brunch. They was everywhere. It looked like it was a very, very dope event, like the whole weekend.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, you got somebody like Jay Prince Jr. who's able to, you know, bring these celebrities in town and allow people to, you know, feel normal around them. You know, you don't have to, you know, be extra. Like that's very special. You know, it's not a lot of people that can call up, you know, the people that he called up and brought in town and be able to showcase, we can have a good time, you know, and everybody can be fun.
Cause that's love.
Yeah, man.
You bring that many people. I seen the block party. The block party was like crazy packed. Yeah. That whole street. You know, it's like that every year.
It looked like the rodeo, like a black rodeo.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the carnival right there.
It was the black rodeo, just without the fried Twinkies and Oreos.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, man, that was where it was at. So, going back to when you first got to Martell, I've got this question. Was there any other companies that came to you as well besides Martell?
Man, at the time when I started going through the interviewing process, there were some other companies, but Martell just fit like a glove. You know, it was just like I say, my lifestyle didn't have to change. It just amplified everything I was already doing. And
you not from Houston? Well, where you from originally?
Originally Pittsburgh, Texas. And I know every time I say that, I get the what? Pittsburgh, Texas, small town, country town. I know I say it often, but it's you know.
It's like on the east side of Texas, right?
Northeast,
okay.
Northeast Texas, very small town. You literally get drive through within 5 minutes. We don't have a Walmart. Yeah. The closest the closest fast food chains we have was McDonald's and Sonic. We didn't get a McDonald's until right before I moved and moved this way, moved to Houston. It's just, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's culture. Everybody grows up different, you know, and I was just fortunate enough to, you know, to see more of the world at an early age to where I know there's more to life than just what I grew up looking at.
Yeah. How did you get to Houston? Like, when did that happen?
Man, I moved to Houston my junior year of high school.
High school you went to?
I went to North Shore.
Oh, okay.
I went to North Shore. Matter of fact, quick fact, me and Kirko Bangs actually graduated together. Really close friend of mine, close friend. So we came out 07, man. It's been fun. So I graduated 07. I went to Lamar University. So I was at Beaumont for about 4.5, and then I moved to Houston. I've been in Houston now a little over 4.5, going on 5 years now.
So before you was doing the lifestyle, what was you doing before that?
Man, I was doing marketing. I've always done marketing. I've always done I haven't always done promotions. Right. I was working at Verizon. I was top dog seller at Verizon. I've always been a natural salesman. Yeah. You know, but it got to a point I'm like, yo, this ain't life. This can't be it for me. You know. Right. I grew up thinking that I was gonna play ball for a living, like
football, basketball.
Either one, whichever one I chose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, you damn good.
Like whichever
whatever
one
one that just came to me, you know.
But that one.
I had that reason.
You know, you play ball.
Played basketball.
Yeah.
But I was straight.
When you say you play ball, like you play basketball or you play ball? Because it's two different things you're doing.
I played both. I played football all the way to 8th grade.
All right.
Then I played basketball from 5 years old all the way to college.
Okay.
So I stopped myself in 2013. Then I got to this microphone. This microphone been blessing me ever since for 5 years.
That's what's up, man.
So I stopped myself. They say I'm supposed to be the next Tracy McGrady, but They told me. I just get that told all the time. They was telling me, man, look, this dude is that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is great.
Yeah.
He's a good clutch left-handed.
I gotta see facts. I'm a very factual person, so you gotta show me the facts.
James Harden had this celebrity weekend again in the celebrity basketball game. I'm coming off the bench.
Yeah.
They be like, who's this scrub right here? Who's this? Is this AK dude? Yo, this me. Swagged up
Like that.
Got my LeBron.
You're not just saying that because we sitting.
No, I
don't
know.
Banner,
This
right?
this had nothing to do with this.
All right.
No,
You'll be saying if we was in the lobby.
Oh, for sure.
On the other,
easy. Come on, man. I'll drop an easy 12.
Right.
Hey, come on,
You
man.
hear him? 12. Okay.
Come on. All right. Hey, Tay. Hey.
I got you.
You say I got my shoes. I got my
like
what?
it.
I got
What
my
I
what the
got on
LeBrons
right
on. I'll come out there and get on the court.
Yeah.
Hey, you let me know. You let me, whenever you hoop.
That's your choice, the Bronze?
I
What's your
hoop,
favorite basketball show? Let's flip the script. What's your favorite basketball show?
LeBron's.
The Bronze?
LeBron's.
All
All
right.
day. I'll put on anyone.
Any Bronze?
Any Bron. I could put the low tops, mid tops, get my arm sleeve on. Man, come on, man. I come out there. Come on. They don't want me. They don't want me, man. They don't want me.
See, I'm going to look at you lacing the Bronze up, and I'm lacing up the AIs. I'm lacing up the Iversons.
You
You
want
know
to hit the
what I'm
Iversons on me.
saying? I got to lace up the AIs. All-time favorite shoe, man.
It's all right. You're
Yeah.
gonna be getting dusted in the AIs, boy.
I like it.
Come off them screens. Cut.
All right, I'm going to have to invite you to a session. I got you.
Hey.
Speaking of basketball, though, let me make sure I throw
Let's talk about it.
Let me shout out my guys, the U of H Cougars. They're in the tournament.
Did your bracket?
I haven't did my bracket. I need to hurry up and do my bracket.
Well, you
though.
know, I got a group right now. The ESPN bracket. Got a group on right now.
Let me get in that ESPN
For
bracket.
sure, I add you. I seen you the link.
All right.
I made 3 brackets. I got Duke winning on one. I got Villanova winning on another one. I got Arizona.
You got no sleepers?
My sleeper to win, because Arizona's really a 4th seed, so
Yeah.
they're a sleeper, so to speak. Because everybody's picking Villanova, but you know what? U of H is pretty interesting because
They can get off.
they can because they
get
have San Diego State, the 11th seed, and it's kind of I can see why people could pick San Diego State because of the U of H's lack of experience in the tournament. Because they ain't been in the tournament in I don't know how long.
They have it, but they do have experienced players.
And they do got a guy.
Rob
got his name.
Gray.
Great. They
And
said that's the breakout star probably in the
You
tournament.
got Corey Davis too.
It can happen. And they got I look at the bracket.
Yeah.
If U of H could beat San Diego State, they can get all the way to the Elite 8 and look at North Carolina Sweet 16, Gonzaga in the Elite 8.
I believe in the underdog, man. I like it. I think it's gonna be very special. They're gonna raise eyebrows.
What about TSU?
They got Sam Houston the first game, so we're gonna see what happens.
They got San Diego State.
The first.
You think about SFA got Texas Tech and U of H got San Diego State.
You sure?
See, that's the Martell, man.
Nah,
Martell
let me
probably
check
got
my
to one
bracket,
time.
man.
You know, he'll drink that
I could have
Martell.
sworn. I just checked this.
San
bracket,
Diego
man.
State,
We got
baby.
Sam.
Tell you right now.
Right, but yeah, but no, I like U of H, man. I like their chances. I've seen them live. Man, I seen the last game of the season, last home game they played UConn. They beat them by 10. It was a solid game, a solid performance.
Yeah,
Solid performance.
they got a good chance. If they get to the championship, I'll be shocked. If they get there, I'll be shocked. So did you want to play ball at LU?
Yeah and no. Lamar was it was an experience. It was me growing up at a very young age.
Yeah.
Super young age. It was just cool, you know, like it was. If it's one thing I wish I would have did, I wish I would have went to a bigger university. And I'm just gonna be completely honest. That's the only thing I wish I would have done. I wish I would have went to like a Howard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a PV, a school that actually has like family morals, family values. You know. I got you.
You want to put TSU in that thing?
I mean, if I had my choice, I would have Howard or PV.
It's all good.
You know,
Martell in there.
he needs more Martell. I got you.
I'm Martell good. Well, I'm telling you right now, I'll be a solely sponsor for Martell one day. When my numbers start getting back on up, when my numbers go up on social media, then I can probably be a sponsor. We probably talk about business later on.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Sponsor.
We can talk about how we get Martell on the show. You should have a bottle of Martell for every interview. Every person you bring out here, we should talk about how we can get that popping.
They see it. It's their first time seeing the backdrop.
Yeah.
They just see the pictures. They gonna know.
All right, I like it.
Oh man, Martell. What do you do for
It's
Martell?
a special thing. Then.
For sure. So we're gonna get everybody. We're gonna get the whole building, whole 4th floor on Martell. we gonna work that, baby. We gonna work that. But no, I was I'm gonna say about this, the nightlife. How you feel about the nightlife in Houston? Because I know you're not from here, but you've been out here for quite a minute.
Yeah.
You've been out here for a while.
Man, the nightlife, like, matter of fact, like, I remember the moments. Like, people want moments when they go out. You know, it's not always about, like, you know, who I went out with, how much money was spent, but, like, what type of timeless moment happened that it can never happen again.
Right.
And I know with what I'm doing with some of my other colleagues, you know, my business partner Mikos, like, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring in an experience to where you're like, you can talk about it, you know, and not even just in Houston, because like I've been doing a lot of traveling here lately, and normally the question that I get, like, yo, what's going on in Houston? Yeah. And I just kind of, like, you know, reciprocate the question and be like, yo, what do you think is going on in Houston? And 9 times out of 10, what people think is going on in Houston is absolutely it's not what's going on in Houston.
Right.
So through nightlife, you can illustrate that. You can illustrate, like, how Houston has a good time. You know, you can illustrate, you know, the culture. You can illustrate the diversity, because Houston is very diverse. You do actually have people that party together. You know, you do have your segregation as far as nightlife, but for the most part, there are cultures that party together. Yeah. And so I know with the Midas Group, we're trying to do a better job, you know, of being able to illustrate that and show that on a bigger platform where people, you know, everybody just feels welcome to be able to party under one roof.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, because I always ask a lot of people about when they come to my show and I ask them about the nightlife in Houston, and the things that's going on in Houston. Mm-hmm. And this going back into history, like back in like early 2000s, where it was always like jealousy, envy, beef going on in the city of Houston because of, you know, a lot of things that go on, not even just rap, but like everything else. And I think our generation now is going to look past that and just combine. So that's a good thing that you and Miko, because it could be easily y'all too. Oh, he was Ciroc, I'm not going to do business with him. Yeah. You know, it could easily be like that, but it's not. Yeah. So I think that's the good thing now that, you know, y'all combining, joining forces. And, you know, it makes it good, especially for, like, what y'all doing.
Right. To even touch on, I wanted to touch on what you just said because it stuck. It stuck out. For us, like you say, the jealousy or, like, the envy, it's like, you got to understand, like, Houston is really, this city is built with hustlers. You know what I'm saying? So from hustler to hustler, a hustler see another hustler, like, yo, I see what he doing. I know I got the ability to do that too. So it's like I wouldn't say it's so much envy and jealousy. It's just the fact that, yo, everybody's hungry here. You know, like, Houston is literally the land of opportunity. You can come to Houston and be whoever you want to be. Like, you can literally be whoever you want to be. You know, so it's just one of those things. You just kind of got to brand yourself in a way that you can't do what I do. Or if you do it, it's going to take you, you know, you're going to have to really do this. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not like, yo, I'm just, you know, posting a flyer like, oh, he throw parties, he a promoter. Nah, you're going to have to really be able to curate an event. You have to really be able to put a touch on people. You have to really be able to, like, yo, I can send this out to, you know, 100 people and have 100 people at my, you know, at my event. Like, right. There's different ways, but I think the city is just built because everybody trying to get it. You know, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a gift and a curse, but I would much rather be around everybody trying to get it to where it's like I'm always in go mode versus I'm lackadaisical because everything's cool. Right. So I appreciate all of that. I think everybody who is out here getting it appreciates it too, because if not, you wouldn't be on your A game.
For sure. And I just think now, like, our generation is moving so fast now in this city. And another thing too I could attest to is that, like you said, everybody's hungry, right? And the one thing I do hate the most, what people say is that they could be from Houston, but they want to leave Houston and move to like a New York and LA, Miami, and they don't have no set plan. It's just like, I'm gonna move on luck. Right. Oh, but you have Houston right now. Now, let's be honest, it's wide open with a lot of things. I look at my field, like, it's wide open. Your field wide open. So it's just you and Migos taking advantage of the opportunity y'all have in front of y'all. And there'd be no point at this moment right now to leave Houston. Yeah. You know, am I right?
Nah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, some people find what their end game is early in life. Some people don't. So the ones who don't, they may move and, you know, find it somewhere else. Like, everybody's different strokes for different folks. But, you know, like I say, I remember I spoke about it in a previous podcast I appeared on. There just has to be more opportunities here for people to where people, you know, feel like, yo, I don't know why I should leave because everything's here for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even with the, you know, with the branding opportunity that, you know, that myself and my business partner is in, like, these opportunities normally weren't here. You know, because Houston, the market wasn't built like that. But when you're talking about the fourth largest city in America, it's like there's no reason why it shouldn't be. You know, and it's just Houston. I mean, Houston has so much talent, so many creative people. Like I say, it just has to be a platform that puts these people over. And like I say, like, you know, that's what the Midas Group is about. Not to be on my Suge Knight shit, but, you know, if you got talent, you got creativity, you come on over here to the Midas Group. You know what I'm saying? We got room for you. But that's what we're doing, man. We want to connect the community with the rest of the world, and we figure we could do that through marketing and branding. And what better guys to do it than Tay Mitch and Migos? That's the way I look at it.
Hey, you heard it right. You heard it first from Suge Mitch. Suge Mitch, baby. If you don't, hey, say that line one more time.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a creative person, if you got talent, you want to showcase what you're doing, you need marketing and branding, come on over here to the Midas Group. We will take care of you. You know, your idea, I touch, take you to the top.
They got you. And that's how I look at it too. Like y'all feel, like I feel like it sounds messed up, but it's like, hey, like I try to give the games to some people, and they would be like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. I can't make you drink the water. I could lead you. I could tell you what to do, the blueprint. Yeah. But it's up to you if you want to take that opportunity and and join forces. But you can't lend a hand to everybody.
You can do so much.
You can't. You really just can't. Cause I see it all the time in my school. My schools all the time. They say they want to be journalists or they want to do this, do that. They don't. I'm like, dude, like one of the first things I always say is that Houston is so wide open.
It's very wide open.
Don't leave. Like if you're gonna leave I would rather leave my city with a promotion or upgrade.
I will say this though, for the people that do leave, because it's at a point where I was like, yo, I think I want to relocate. I would say that 2 months in LA is worth 6 to 8 months in Houston, as far as connections, as far as like getting out and like making shit happen. Right. Like 2 months in LA is equivalent to 6 to 8 months in Houston, maybe even longer in Houston.
You like how you like LA?
I like LA. I love the weather. You know what I'm saying? LA is cool. It's a vibe, but it's nothing like the South, bro. Like. Nah. It's not, like the Southern hospitality is real. Like all the different brand ambassadors for Martell, they come in town and they like, man, yo, everybody's just so nice. Like the girls are cool. Like they have conversations. Like everybody's humble. You know, like I'm not gonna say everybody's humble, but everybody, you can get a conversation out of somebody. You know, I've seen in LA, it's not the same. You know, like LA is LA.
It's fast. That in New York, and it's fun that you touched on the how LA is. I went to LA, and LA is like so cool. I promise, like LA is so legit. But then Houston's like especially dudes that come to Houston. Yeah, they don't want to leave Houston.
Now if Houston had a body of water, bro, it'd be lit. That's all we missing is like a lake or like a super live ocean or a lake, a body of water. We had a body of water and some sand. And I'm not talking Galveston.
Oh, my God. That thing's so goddamn horrendous.
A real body of water and some good sand.
Jesus Christ. I haven't actually been to Galveston. Me, it's been years. And I ain't going back.
A couple of years, man.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I know a couple of my friends from Galveston, but I don't give that shit is ridiculous nasty. That's like horrible. Like, I remember I was with some people, and this when I was doing some Uber driving. I'm gonna make some money. Yeah. And picked some people from Boston from the airport. Gotcha. And they was like, I heard about Galveston. Is it? I heard it's nice. Who the fuck told you that shit? Yeah. Like, no, it's not nice at all. Like, that's not ocean water. When I go to Miami, Atlantic Ocean, that's water.
It's a whole different vibe.
I go to Venice Beach, that's water. I look at this, that look like the bottom of the shit inside the toilet. Like, that's not what you want to see. Like, that's like the bottom feeding water. Like, it's not even blue, it's brown.
It's just not a choice.
I'm not gonna be on my balcony drinking some Martell. With the nasty, that's not ocean sound. That's not ocean water.
I mean, you can edit it though. You turn your water blue. You can just give it a little hue.
See, I ain't gotta edit Miami water. Yeah, LA water when I'm drinking some Martell.
Troy make Galveston water look good. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. So,
see, I don't want to make some water that look good, but nah, real. I'm gonna get to we gonna since we at ESPN, we gonna go to switch to sports for a little bit for like 10 minutes, probably 5-10. Talk about the Rockets. You a Rockets fan?
Man, I'm a Rockets fan, but I'm not a diehard fan because they always let me down.
Yep, damn right.
You know, I mean, they're having an amazing year. I would love to see them bring that to the, bring the city a championship. But I'm not if the Rockets are going up against OKC, I'm a Westbrook fan. I like Westbrook. I like dogs. I like that nigga. He's a dog. It's a different blood type that's pumping through his veins when he playing basketball.
See, they can get there all they want to. But my boys on the East. You know,
Cavs.
You know how? Hey, LeBron, come on now.
I mean, how you feel about Bron possibly coming to Houston?
He's not coming to Houston. See, I'm glad
he's not coming to the West.
See, Tay, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Now I can speak. Now I can get back to my radio version of me now.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you brought that up because he is not coming to Houston. See, now let's look at this. Let's look at every team that's in play right now. Cleveland, of course, Philly, LA, Houston. The one thing they have in common is they all have a storyline. So let's start in LA. He has 2 homes. He can go play with Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka because it's LA. Mm-hmm. That's the mogul stage. He's a producer. He's doing all these things in movies and TV shows. That's the storyline. Lonzo Ball. Let's go to Philly. Ben Simmons is under his agency, Clutch Sports. Philly, he can go there and lead them to a championship. It's still in the East. Ben Simmons, he's baby LeBron. They've been saying that since Summer League. He's baby LeBron James. He can go there and help them as he gets to like year 18, 19. They can lead him to the championship.
Right.
And they can grow him into their prime.
Mm-hmm.
Houston, CP3, the boat trip, the banana boat. He always wants to play with Chris Paul. Now that Houston's winning, it's more sexier. You got Daryl Morey. That's part of the analytics. He's an analytical guy. The front office is so extravagant. This man ain't leaving. Like,
you think he's leaving?
Why go to the West? Like, why?
No. Absolutely. You don't want to come. The West is a wild. It's too crazy.
It's been the Wild West for like over 25 years.
I would love to see him stay in Cleveland or go to Philly.
Yeah, Houston is not a play. I promise you, Houston is not what it is. Like,
absolutely.
I look at Houston. Okay, if I look at Houston right now, like, okay, the Rockets. Let's just say if they win, they beat Golden State.
Right.
Let's say they beat Golden State. Houston goes to the championship and plays Cleveland. Houston beats Cleveland, or Cleveland beats Houston. Why leave if you win or lose to that team? If you beat them, why join them and give them a ring? If they beat you, why join them? They just beat you in the finals. Because I truly believe they're going to beat Golden State for 2 things. They get the number 1 seed and James Harden show up. Because everything that James Harden's doing right now, Tay, I don't even give a damn about everything he's doing right now. He's going to win MVP, but guess what? I see what happened in Game 6 against San Antonio.
That's what I'm saying. It's
he sold
Harden.
The city out, though.
It's playoff Harden. That's
playoff Harden. 2 different things.
Can you imagine? You get let down. You know.
I'm telling you, I've seen this story a lot of times.
But I think it's different this year because you got different role play. I think Eric Gordon is having an amazing year. He's playing different ball. Nice. PJ Tucker playing ball. Capella's playing all-star basketball. You got Chris Paul. They're in good shape. Trevor Ariza go give you a Ariza. You know, the bench is in good shape. Brandon Wright coming off the bench. Gerald Green is a monster. He's a dog. I honestly wish Gerald Green. I would have seen Gerald Green go to the Cavs. Yeah. The Cavs needed Gerald Green, but Houston got him.
I know. And, you know,
Bron needed that.
I put it like this: I want Houston to go against Cleveland. I want Houston to go and beat Golden State because me as a Cavs fan, it's more easier. I'll be more relieved. I'll be less nervous if I'm going against the Rockets more than Golden State. If I'm going against Golden State, I know we're gonna get our ass beat. But I'm like, oh my God, I gotta have Jordan Clarkson hold Steph Curry. Larry, can I put my faith in Larry Nance? Come on, I can't do that. So if I go against Houston, man, we go to like if they have like a watch party at the Toyota Center. I am the only guy with a LeBron James jersey on, and everybody gonna be Rockets fans. Everybody, oh my God, they gonna go for Houston. Nope, we beat Houston in 6 games. Cause I still believe Houston gonna beat Golden State.
Yeah,
that's my. They gonna beat them. I say 7 games.
I want to see that.
It's gonna happen. That's gonna be the conference finals for sure. But I just think that they're gonna beat Golden State. And I'm gonna get to one last thing. I don't want to cross any boundaries right here, but I'm gonna just ask you this simple question. Are you with a woman right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, my question is out the window then.
Yeah, man.
But nah, my question was on I know crazy DMs. Cause Tay, you got a live Instagram, bro. Like your Instagram is like live as hell. I want my Instagram to be set up like that.
My DMs are for business purposes only.
Great answer.
You know what I'm saying?
Great answer. But nah, any last thing you want to Any last words you want to say before we get out of here?
Any last thing, man. End of this month, I have a super dope sequel event I'm doing, Home by Martell, Part 2. I have that. Man, the Midas Group, we're getting ready to do the launch, the official launch of the Midas Group. If you're not following the Midas Group right now, at the Midas Group on Instagram, go follow. Scroll up, scroll down, just hit like at least 3 things so we know that you're there. Follow my business partner, Mikos. I am Mikos Adams. Follow my photographer, my little brother, Tev the Shooter. Follow Troya, Miss Troya, the lady behind the camera. Selfless. What is it? Selfless. What is it again, Troya? You need your Instagram just needs to be Troya.
No, that's Troya.
Troya.
You said Troya name like 3. That's your Troya.
What's the IG? Selfless Images. Poetic what? Poetic 517. Why is it Poetic 517? All right. So follow Poetic 517. If you're looking for dope visuals, man, just go check out everything she's doing. And last but not least, man, follow Tay Mitch at Tay Mitch _. Stay fresh, man. Stay learning. Stay swift. That's the campaign.
I got something to say too.
Yes, sir.
We had this podcast about 8 months, right? Right, Monday? 8 months since July. My mouth probably fucked off. It's like episode 30, 32.
Okay.
This is right now the best podcast in the city of Houston, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Jay Mulan.
Just like that.
Junior Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Booby Gibson.
More.
Lil Flip.
That's it?
Megan Thee Stallion.
More.
Coach Mike Davis.
More.
Austin Williams. Marquise Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Treston DeKalb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting a whole bunch of people, but you get the drift. I bring on everybody out the city. Everybody in the city is coming to this show.
There we go.
They walk inside this building. They go to the 4th floor.
Mm-hmm.
They come up here. ESPN 975. They gonna have a good time. Tay Mitch is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Episode 32.
Where you at?
Go buy that Martell right now.
Mm-hmm.
Real deal with Akil. We out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
God damn.
There you go. Let's see what the telly do to you. The telly bring out.